Alrighty, good afternoon, Arkansas. This is Assistant Chief Forecaster Kevin Mack here once again. I'm here to give you guys a update on what to expect as we get towards tonight and the early part of your tomorrow morning here. Okay, so I'm waiting for some people to come in, letting everyone kind of tune in before I get started. I hope everybody's having a good day. This is the first day in the last couple of days we haven't had a severe threat for us here in Arkansas. So I'm just waiting for some folks to come in. Be sure to tag everybody that you can. That way nobody's missing out on these updates or anything like that. But we do have a lot to go over. We do have that enhancements as you just see on your screen. That's going to be down there in southern Arkansas at this current time here. So just waiting on a couple more people, about another minute or so, letting everybody tune in. Hope everybody's having a good day so far across the board here. It's going to be a loud night across the board, especially for our folks up there in northern, northwestern Arkansas, and then for our folks down there in central and southern Arkansas, we're going to have to deal with you guys first thing in the morning here. Okay, so I think I've gotten everybody that I can at this time here. If anybody misses this live stream, please feel free to rewind the live stream. You're going to have all the information here. And if you have any questions, feel free to inbox us and stuff like that here. But I'm going to go ahead and get started at this current point here. Okay, so we have the enhanced risk right now for much of central and southern Arkansas. That's going to go from Little Rock all the way down to Arkadelphia, Texarkana, El Dorado, over towards Lake Village and stuff like that here, okay? Now, I know everybody, especially in northern and northeastern Arkansas, are extremely frustrated about not seeing rainfall. We completely understand. The pattern that we're in right now, northwest flow, we call it, in the weather world, we call it the gray hair pattern, because it makes your hair go gray for how much you're trying to forecast it. So some areas have seen a lot of rainfall, while some areas have not seen barely anything. So that's the pattern that we're in. But unfortunately, that pattern is going to continue with us until probably Saturday, and that's what's been resulting in the severe threats over the last couple of days here. Okay, so marginal risk across northern Arkansas, northeastern Arkansas, slight risk from Fort Smith over to Clinton, down towards Searcy to West Helena, and over towards southwestern Arkansas, and then the enhanced risk down here as well. Northwestern Arkansas, you do have a slight risk tonight, but I do feel that your severe threat will start right around sunrise tomorrow morning. We're going to go over timing here just a bit. If you miss timing in this live stream, it will be posted after the live stream as well here, okay? However, before we get started with wind, I want to talk about this very closely, okay? I want to talk to you guys about this right now, because with it being a 2%, there will be the potential of a couple of tornado warnings first thing tomorrow morning. Be ready for it, okay? If a tornado warning goes out, you guys know what to do. That's getting away from the windows. That's getting the most central portion of your home. This is going to be coming in right around sunrise. It's going to be coming in right around rush hours, Friday morning. Everybody's going to be trying to go to work, etc. It's coming in first thing tomorrow morning. So be ready for this, all right? But we have the low-end tornado risk from Fayetteville all the way down to southeastern Arkansas. It's a very low risk, but you guys know by now how this is going to go. We're going to have a couple of tornado warnings possible in the morning and stuff like that, along with the wind threat. So keep that in mind first thing tomorrow morning. If any warnings get issued, we will be on top of it first thing in the morning. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be taking a nap probably around 8 o'clock this evening to be up during the overnight hours in the first part of your Friday morning here. Okay, so something that we're going to watch closely. But I feel like I wanted to talk to you guys about this first before we got into the wind threat here. Now, this is the wind threat across the board from central to southern Arkansas. Matthew, I do see the flood watch. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit as well. But this is the area of concern for the potential damaging winds from central Arkansas down into southern Arkansas. I've already been asked, is this going to get extended further to the north and west? The problem with it being extended is the timing. It's going to be first thing tomorrow morning. This is for the coolest part of your day, but you can still have severe weather first thing in the morning. Okay, so keep that in mind. From Little Rock to Arkadelphia to Texarkana, El Dorado, Camden, Dumas, the same areas I just got through dealing with damaging winds and stuff yesterday. They had the 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts over there in southeastern Arkansas. Same areas. Once again, we're going to have to watch this very closely over the next couple of hours here as this line of storms begins to make its way down into Arkansas late tonight in the early part of your Friday morning here. But that's something that we're going to watch very, very closely here. Now, this is the timing for this. And I want to stress to you guys, because I know a lot of people see this timing map and they go strictly off this timing. There's wording on this timing, significant uncertainty on this timing map right now. Okay, there's significant uncertainty on it because of the fact of guidance being all over the place. So where does the line start? Where does the further boundary that moved to last night, kind of surprisingly, where does that stall out and stuff like that? There's a lot of uncertainty right now, but this is the timing. So from northwestern Arkansas, Bentonville to Fayetteville to Ricky Springs, Jasper, Mount Home, Fort Smith, 3 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning, okay? It's going to be a loud night up there in northwestern Arkansas. You're going to hear loud storms. There could be a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. If anything occurs, we will be here doing the overnight hours, okay? And then central Arkansas, we're talking from Piggott to Little Rock to DeQueen, Ashdown, 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this first off. I am going to tweak this timing map probably around 8, 9 o'clock tonight when we get another set of data in, okay? I'm going to attempt to try to break this down a little bit more than what you're seeing on this map right here. So this is going to get posted, but there's going to be another update with this timing map probably late tonight. So just kind of keep that in mind. We're going to watch that close depending on what data does this evening. But a good timing right now is 6 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock. So that's right at rush hour. Okay, that's people trying to get to work. That's people trying to do some activities first thing in the morning. Okay, keep that in mind from DeQueen, Mena, Ashdown, up towards the Metro, to Jonesboro, Piggott, over towards West Memphis. That is the area that we're going to watch first thing tomorrow morning. And then for our folks down in southern Arkansas, that's Texarkana, that's El Dorado, Camden, Crossett, Lake Village, over towards Dumas. That's going to be the area of concern probably around 10 o'clock in the morning all the way to lunch tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so keep that in mind. We're going to watch that close down there in far southern Arkansas here. But I'm going to leave this up for just a second before we get to your futurecast. If y'all have any questions, please let me know at the start point. But I'm going to leave this up so you guys can kind of get a look on what to expect for timing right now here. And I know there's a lot of people kind of tuning in from all across the board. Matthew, I do see that flood watch that's going to go from northwestern Arkansas all the way down to central Arkansas here. Let me see if I have this in my lineup real quick. If I don't, I can easily put it in. And we can talk about that flood watch real quickly here. But as said before, this is something that we're going to watch very closely. But up there in northwestern Arkansas, you guys are going to be starting the ball off very, very late tonight in the early part of your tomorrow morning here. And this is the flood watch, by the way, that's going to go from Bentonville to Fayetteville to Fort Smith to Little Rock, all the way down towards Pine Bluff and Star City. This is the area of concern that we're going to have to watch tonight and the first part of tomorrow morning. So, damaging winds, hail, potential of an isolated tornado or two, and flash flooding. Remember, these same areas have seen rainfall, 2, 3, 4 inches of rainfall over the last couple of days. So this is going to be something that we're going to have to watch very closely as well. That flooding potential as we get towards late tonight and every part of your tomorrow morning. Flood watch is going to go until 2 o'clock on your Friday at this current time here, okay? And forgive my voice, I am dealing with a cold, so my voice is going to be kind of raspy for just a little bit. But this is the timing. I went back to the timing real quick. What time for Stuttgart tomorrow? That's going to be right around that 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock time frame, all right? So we're talking probably around first thing tomorrow morning, mid-morning, and it's going to go down into southern Arkansas at this current time here, okay? So we're talking 10 o'clock all the way to 1 o'clock. At that point, Stuttgart, you're right at 10 o'clock. Southern Arkansas, see the El Dorado question? That's going to go from 10 o'clock all the way to 1 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow afternoon. Damaging winds, hail, isolated tornado or two, and the flood risk as well here, okay? See if I can get some sleep. Let's see here. Anna, it's going to be a noisy night up there in Alma, which means I should sleep well. I know there's a lot of people that actually sleeps well during loud thunderstorms here, but keep your phones on just in case there's some kind of alerts that go out. But this is the timing right now here. As I said before, I'm going to have this posted as soon as we get to that 8, 9 o'clock time frame here. Once we get another set of data, we should have some new updates with the timing. But right now, I think we should be good in terms of the time map here. But as I said before, do not ignore the damaging wind risk, okay? They can do tornado-like damage. You guys saw in southeastern Arkansas, 65 to 70 mile per hour winds over there in southeastern Arkansas yesterday evening. Those are EF0 winds. Those are weak tornado winds, okay? So keep that in mind across the board here. We will have to deal with that damaging wind threat as we get towards first day tomorrow morning. So if you know anyone that's camping or going to work first day tomorrow morning or have any activities, watch this closely as we get towards this time frame here, okay? Now, let's go ahead and talk about your futurecast real quick, okay? So this is futurecast run. Now, what I have done is I have split the risk. The one up here in northwestern Arkansas, you see this black line, that is for tonight. That's an overnight risk tonight. And then down in the central and the southern Arkansas, we will have to watch it first thing tomorrow morning and towards lunch as well here. Okay, so everybody's kind of tuning in, wondering what's going to be happening in Darnell and stuff like that. I'm going over timing at this point. Also, we're going to have this information as soon as this live stream is over as well here. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this through. All right. So here we are, 3 o'clock in the morning. There's a line of storms beginning to come in. Okay. Friday night, by the way, you're good to go. This is going to be first thing tomorrow morning, right around lunch, and then you're going to be done for the rest of the day. Okay. So keep that in mind across the board. This is going to be first thing tomorrow morning, and then it should be out of here by lunch. Friday afternoon, you're going to be good to go. Friday night, you're going to be good to go as well here. Okay. So let's take this out. This is right around 5 o'clock in the morning. So I said before, northwestern Arkansas, you're going to start the ball. This is what we're going to have to watch for that damaging wind risk up here as we get towards first thing tomorrow morning, okay? So, Olivia, I've already answered your question. Friday night, if you're planning to camp, go ahead and do it. You're good to go across Russellville Friday night. This is going to be first thing tomorrow morning, right around lunch, and then you're going to be done. But 5 o'clock in the morning, there's your line of storms beginning to come in. JD, that is going to be a no because of the fact of the timing. Because of the fact of the timing, first thing tomorrow morning and into early lunch tomorrow afternoon. I don't see this going moderate. Enhanced risk is more than enough for this event. You don't need a moderate out of this event. So just kind of keep that in mind here. But you can see by the time we get towards 6 a.m. up here in northwestern Arkansas, so from Bella Vista to Fayetteville over towards Fort Smith, this is where you're going to have to watch for that damaging wind potential as we get towards first thing tomorrow morning. Very loud storms coming in. You will have to watch for that isolated tornado risk as well. Just kind of keep that in mind across the board here, okay? And then you can see by the time we get towards 7 a.m., look at the line of storms beginning to come in. This is where your damaging wind risk is going to come in. This is where you're going to have to watch for that 60, 70 mile per hour wind gusts up here in northwestern Arkansas first thing tomorrow morning. Also the tornado risk as well. Keep in mind, we do have a very low tornado risk. If any tornado warnings get issued, we will be on top of it first thing in the morning, okay? Now, 8 o'clock, this starts moving into central Arkansas, okay? So same areas, Darnell, Russellville area, Mena, over towards Mount View, or towards Pocahontas and Jonesboro. This is the area that we're going to have to watch first thing in the morning. Same areas apply. This is going to go from northwestern Arkansas to central, all the way down to southern Arkansas here, okay? And then you can see, by the time we get towards 10 a.m., this is pushing through central Arkansas. We will have to contend with that wind damaging threat all the way through. Southern Arkansas, we're going to watch it as well here, okay? So this is coming in, once again, to repeat, tonight in the early part of your tomorrow morning at this point, okay? Quinn, that is always a concern. That's why I said I'm going to tweak the timing map if needed first thing this evening once we get the new data in. We'll see what happens with that. But if it does come in quicker than expected, we'll tweak the timing as needed here, okay? But this is the line of storms coming in. And then you can see by the time we get towards 11 o'clock, it's coming down into southern Arkansas here. Now, one thing I want to stress, with it coming in first thing down there in southern Arkansas, 10, 11 o'clock, your area is going to have a lot of time to destabilize, okay? You're going to have a lot of time for the instability to try to come in southern Arkansas. So that's where you're going to have to watch for a little bit of a heightened threat for severe weather down there in southern Arkansas. Mainly a damaging wind threat down there, but you will have to watch it first thing tomorrow morning, getting towards lunch hour down there in southern Arkansas at this point. And then right around lunch, it should be moving out of the natural state, and you'll be good to go by the time we get towards this afternoon and into this evening here, okay? So one thing I want to know at this point, I know for the live streams in terms of the tornado warnings here, but I want to stress tomorrow morning it's going to be a little different. If we have a significant severe thunderstorm warning, I'm talking the tag considerable or the tag of destructive, we will go live, okay? I'm not going to go live for no severe thunderstorm warnings or anything like that. That's what the radar updates are for. But if it's a significant severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning, we are going to go live, okay? These storms are going to be strong as they're coming in. I want to reassure everybody right now while it's quiet. These storms are going to be strong as they're coming in. They're going to be loud. It's going to sound like everything is just going crazy outside the first thing tomorrow morning, okay? Keep that in mind across the board. Matthew, I've already stressed I'm running a cold right now, so my voice is going to sound a little raspy, okay? But as I said before, this is what we're going to watch very closely first thing tomorrow morning as well. So I'm going to loop this through and show you guys this timing at the current point here, okay? So just push this through. Tomorrow afternoon, you're good across the board. We should be good to go at this time here, okay? Brad, I can't enlarge this map any closer, okay? This is showing all everywhere it needs to go, okay? This is going to be posted on the page as well. I can't expand the map any more than this, because if I do, everybody's going to not be able to see where they're at. This is a statewide view at this point, okay? So timing wise, 3 up there in northwestern Arkansas, 3 to 6, central 6 to 10, and southern Arkansas 10 to 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Yes, I do think timing may be a little faster. If data comes in tonight a little faster, we will attune to our timing map, okay? Keep that in mind. If it comes in a little faster than this, we will let you guys know at this point. That has been a trend this week. It's been coming in a little faster than what guidance has been kind of throwing out, okay? So if that does happen, we will let you guys know. But the damage and wind risk down there in southern Arkansas, we're going to watch first thing tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. to right around lunch, central, 6 to 10, and then northwestern Arkansas, first thing in the morning, 3 a.m. to 6 o'clock in the morning. If it comes in a little faster, we will let you guys know this evening, okay? So let me see here, just going over everything right now. If y'all have any more questions, let me know. Tammy, Saturday, you're good to go across the board. You're perfectly fine. If you guys have any plans Friday night or Saturday, you're good to go. I understand. It's June. Everybody's wanting to go camping. Everybody's wanting to do their summer plans right now. We're getting a lot of severe weather first thing in June, okay? If you guys are good to go Friday night and Saturday, you guys are fine. I promise you, okay? So let me see here. Okay, so be careful on the roadways as well. Let me see here. So on the SBC, they do not have a tornado threat until tomorrow. That looks so. Does the tornado threat start at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning? Cody, if you want to be technical, yes. However, I don't trust squall lines in northwestern Arkansas. I don't trust them at all. 9 times out of 10 up there in northwestern Arkansas. I know Tulsa too well. If they see rotation up there, they'll put a tornado warning out 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I don't trust northwestern Arkansas with that. So that's why I'm saying the tornado threat will technically start up there in northwestern Arkansas and then make its way down into central and into southern Arkansas. So something we'll watch. But right now, technically, if you want to be technical, that would be correct. But I would say up there in northwestern Arkansas, I will watch you guys throughout the overnight hours as well here, okay? Amanda, great point. If you're watching from a smartphone, tilt it sideways. That way you can see the map kind of expanding out here. So any damage you win expected in White County, Chris, that is going to be a yes across the board. As you can see, slight risk up here in northwestern Arkansas, central, the enhanced risk from Little Rock, all the way down into southern Arkansas at this current time here, okay? So I'm letting this loop through. If you don't have any more questions, please let me know at this current time here. I know a lot of people are kind of leaving, but I just want everybody to be aware of what to expect as we get towards first thing tomorrow morning. I don't want anyone blindsided or anyone coming at us saying that we didn't have any updates or anything like that. This is what we're doing right now, okay? So if you're leaving, that's fine, but just know that we do have severe weather across the board here as we get towards first thing tomorrow morning, okay? So when I go to work at 3 o'clock in the morning in Russellville, will it be hitting around that time? No. It is going to be a lot later than that. We're talking probably 7, 8 o'clock in the morning up there in the Russellville area and in central Arkansas, getting close to 10 o'clock here. 3 o'clock in the morning is going to be up there in northwestern Arkansas here, okay? So, Valerie, if you're just now tuning in, the orange area is the enhanced risk. We have all this information on the page. The orange area is the enhanced, the yellow area is the slight, and the green area is the marginal risk at this current time here. That is where you're going to have the bigger threat for severe weather down there in southern Arkansas as we get towards this afternoon, tomorrow morning and close to tomorrow afternoon, right around that lunch time frame down there in southern Arkansas here, okay? We will have live streams in the morning. We'll have updates tomorrow morning. It's going to be a very busy morning for us here in Arkansas Little Watchers. One thing I want to stress with you guys as well, because we've had a lot of people throwing this at us as well. We've had a lot of people kind of say that we don't answer questions or anything like that. Folks, when there's a million questions, we try to get to everybody as possible. That's why we do these live streams early. That way everybody's kind of updated on what's going on, okay? So for us in the morning, we'll try to get to your question as quickly as we can, but we can't promise you that we'll get to it, okay? We're going to be busy in the morning with the line the damaging wind and the hail threat. Valor, to answer your question, we do have a very low tornado threat. Let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. Bear with me for just a bit. Let's go ahead and talk about the tornado threat here, okay? So to kind of reassure everybody with this tornado threat, it is a very low risk. I'm not expecting a tornado outbreak by any stretch of the matter. I'm not expecting it, okay? I'm not expecting a significant tornado threat. I just want you guys to be aware of the tornado threat for tomorrow. There's a damaging wind threat and a hail threat, but the tornado threat is there for tomorrow. That's Bentonville, all the way down to central and all the way down to southern and southeastern Arkansas at this current point here. Okay, so I think I've gone on over everything. Let me double check, make sure there's a timing at this point. Is it going to hit Monticello? Yes. At this point, Lake City, same thing goes for you. Okay, let me see here. I think that is it for all the questions at this point. I'm not seeing any more. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys with this. 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. up there in northwestern Arkansas, 6 to 10 across western, central, and northeastern Arkansas, and in southern Arkansas, 10 a.m. to 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Significant uncertainty on storm timing. Please stay tuned for timing updates. That is all I got for you guys right now. We'll continue to keep you guys updated. And so if anything changes with data tonight, we will have updates with this time map. This time map will also be posted after this live stream is over with as well, okay? So we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here in your source for all things Arkansas weather.